Now, I'm told you've seen Steve with cats.
I have a picture of Steve with a cat.
You do? Because that's really blackmail material for the way he talks about cats. Because you're cat people.
We are cat people.
What's your spirit animal?
I love wolves because I was a wolf keeper for, a number of years. And I do have an affinity for all animals.
Yeah.
I was a zookeeper. That was my passion. From the time I was a kid, little, I knew I wanted to work with animals. I love animals. It's kind of a joke that I like animals more than I like people.
Okay.
Which is really pretty much true.
Okay. Do you remember when she told you, well, I'm a zookeeper? Because what a cool job, you know what I mean?
Little did I know what I got
there's a
myself
story.
into. Well, they had an issue with one of the wolves. And what they wanted to do is myself and another zookeeper would take this big piece of plywood and push the wolf. We'll go in the cage with him, push the wolf against the wall. So she could stick him from the outside with a needle and then give him a medication. So we pushed him up against the fence, and all of a sudden, Carolyn stuck him, and he bit the corner where my hand was.
He popped
started
up.
chewing on the corner. It's like, ah!
You're fine, you're fine.
So, what have you done most of your life, job-wise?
Mostly, I've always been in some kind of motorsports or car or motorcycle, or I've always had a passion for motorcycles. So
You love it.
Oh yeah. Thing is, you get kicked off of dirt bikes enough times, it's the doctor says you better stop.
Okay.
So
motorsports.
Garrett has a motorcycle.
Garrett has a motorcycle.
He has a
now, too.
motorcycle.
And he's a pilot.
Yeah, he's a pilot.
And he's a
Okay.
pilot.
Yeah, the boys are motorcycles, the girls are
Yeah,
horses.
we did horses on the weekends.
Fun. Okay. How many kids you guys have?
Two.
Okay.
Two. 28-year-old daughter, 26-year-old son.
What's her name?
Alicia.
Alicia and
Garrett.
Garrett.
Not only am I born and raised here, I am born and raised on this street.
Oh my God.
I have never lived anywhere but on this street.
So born and raised here. You
Born
too,
and raised
Matt?
on this street.
No, I was born in Phoenix. Moved here in '87, I think it was.
Yeah, 1987.
And moved in the neighborhood, and that's how I met Caroline.
That's how we
Okay.
met. Actually, in the front yard next door.
Yeah.
What?
Our first date was she bought a brand new 4Runner, and she goes, "You want to go drive with me?" It's like, "Brand new truck, go off-roading?" Sure, no problem, let's go.
All right. So you've had celiac for a long time, but it was triggered.
It was triggered when my mom passed away 6 years ago. Celiac is an autoimmune disease. You carry the gene for it, and you can be dormant your whole life,
Right.
or it can turn on in a high-stress situation.
Right. Okay.
And so when my mom passed away, when I was caring for her towards her end of life, as when you care for an aging parent, I started getting sicker. Finally made an appointment, and this was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I went downstairs and had a blood test, and at 9 o'clock in the morning, my phone rang the next morning and said, "You are full-blown celiac. Your blood levels are off the charts. So you have to stop all gluten now." Had to go see a dietitian, had to do a lot of research. Matt had to do a lot of research. And I'm so grateful that Journey has gluten-free communion, because you can't take communion otherwise.
Has that been an important part of your
It's been a very important
spiritual journey?
Yeah.
Were your parents Christians? And
My father was an atheist.
okay.
My mom was raised Episcopalian, and she used to she would send us to church with the Chestnuts at Northside.
You think your dad was really an atheist? Do you think that he really was like, nah, there's nothing out there, it's just dirt?
He
after we
was
die?
until he
Up the
was
end.
dying of cancer. I can remember walking in the house and he was listening to preachers on the radio, which was
Okay.
huge, because my dad always denounced God and thought it was stupid. And
To me, Catholicism was, there was no connection for me. It was just kind of ritual, stand up, sit down, kneel. My brother was killed when I was 16, and I kind of fought God at that point in time. I kind of quit going to church. And
Were you mad?
Oh boy, was I mad.
Huh.
First time we went to church and listened to Steve preach, it was changing the gospel from something you just kind of listened to something that affected your life. How you can live your life based on what the gospel's telling you.
Yeah.
And it was just life-changing.
Do you remember when you forgave God? Or was it over time?
Yeah, I don't think it was a specific time, day, moment. It was just, he put me in a different situation so I would, I guess, realize that he is there, he's there for me, even in the bad situations, that I could rely on him, that he loves me, even, with all this stuff going on.